Cheers. So I spend my day helping adults be excited about getting into training and implementing that training. And so over the last few years, I've created an idea that helps people be excited about actually do something different every day. So the aim of today is to help share that with you, and hopefully that'll inspire you to go and do something different tomorrow to help you get more out of your career and your life as well. So hopefully you enjoy the course. So what? Oh, that was earlier today I was doing a course. Today's just the talk. So, okay, let's take it away. So many of you will feel a little bit like this about your career. You may not like your manager, you may not like your job. You may not even feel like you get much training and development from your manager, but the reality is the responsibility for your success is your own. And you need to take responsibility for your own learning. And what we're going to talk about tonight is how do you spend 5 minutes every day to get yourself more improved so you can get the career and the life that you actually want. And one of the challenges of learning is the fact that we've just got really bad habits. We love binge learning. It's really easy to take a day out of your calendar and just sit in a room and just listen to some slides and a guy talking for a day. It's really difficult to make a little bit of time every day. And taking 5 is about being in the habit of taking 5 minutes every day. But before you start to learn and change how you learn, you've got to know why you want to learn. And why what you want to learn is going to help you get what you want out of life and also work. The mistake that most of us make when we think about learning is that we think it's all about ideas. Because we think ideas will help us be inspired to be better. But the problem is ideas are just dreams and wishes if you don't do anything with it. Which is why you need context. And context is about the conversations that you have with your friends, your colleagues, and your peers on how you take those ideas and actually apply them to the situation, the challenges that you have every single day. Because when you have context and ideas, suddenly things start becoming improved. But where the rubber really meets the road is about execution. And it's about taking 5 every single day to actually try something new that you learn. To take that idea and the understanding you have and actually implement it. And that's why ICE Learning is about you not only improving what you do, but it's feeling in control of how you can develop yourself every single day. And I'm going to share with you 10 ways that you could do this starting tomorrow. The first way is many of you will read blogs. But how many of you get someone else to read that blog and then have a conversation about how you can actually apply that idea to a problem or a challenge that you've got? How many of you actually try and do something different? The other way that you've got to think about learning is how many of you are proactive at actually listening in to what other people do every single day? Because by listening to what other people do, especially the people that you want to be like or the skills that you want to learn, will help you get what you want to help you develop and get the career and the life that you want. Feedback is not just about your annual appraisal. It's about spending time with your friends, your colleagues, and internal stakeholders and getting their thoughts and views on what you can do differently and getting them to help you learn how to actually do it. Contrary to popular opinion, networking is not about the number of connections and friends you've got. It's about what are you doing to take ownership of meeting new people outside of your circle of friends and your work, and getting ideas and discussing how those ideas can help you develop the skills you want to get the career that you actually need. And so when you've done that, what you can then do is start thinking about how can you then shadow people. And shadowing is about you encouraging yourself to get other people to follow you. You all know YouTube, and YouTube is a learner's best friend. I know that as a DIY addicted husband. But what you do know is also YouTube is not about watching things on your own. It's about watching things with other people and see how you can actually apply that to your situation and challenge. How many of you ask for help every day from friends and colleagues internally? Most organizations make it really difficult to ask for help. But if you put your hand up and ask for help, you'll be amazed at the number of people that come out and actually help you improve. All of you have a set of training notes on your desk that are chronologically listed on your in tray. When was the last time you opened up those and actually looked at the action items that you wrote from that course to remind yourself of whether I actually did what I needed to do? Because if you can take 5 minutes to do that, you will improve. The last but one point is about how can you record yourself and review. We've all been in situations where we don't think we did things great, but what the best people do is when they're going into a tough situation, record themselves and play that back and critique themselves. And lastly, you've got to use your manager. Your manager's just not there to give you a hard time about KPIs and the work that you've done, but to give you feedback every day and give you the support that you need and be the custodian of the career that you want for you and your family. So when you think about learning, it's not about ideas, it's not just about talking about it, it's actually about trying things differently. It's making time to implement some of the ideas that you've got and try to be better every single day. And so what you've got to do is think about, how can I take ownership by taking 5 minutes every day to help myself learn? But if I'm a manager or a senior person in my team, how can I also help others take 5 minutes and help them learn so they can get what they want out of their career and their job? My name's Alex Moyle, and I hope you can be inspired to maybe learn a little more differently when you go back to work tomorrow and when you open up your phone and read a blog. So thank you very much.